Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the University of Strathclyde in the magnificent Barony Hall for today's graduation ceremony. This is a really joyous occasion in the university's calendar where we celebrate the hard work of our students who are currently sitting here as graduands, and in a short while they will come across this stage where I will cap them, which is an ancient ritual to show that at that point we are conferring the degree upon them, and they will then become a graduate of the University of Strathclyde. And we're delighted that we're able to do this with their family, friends, loved ones, and supporters here to celebrate it. And on the stage today, to help us celebrate this, we have a range of different people from the university family here to help celebrate. So we have members of the senior executive, we have the academics that taught, your loved ones. We also have members from University Court, our governance organisation, and I'm also really delighted to say we are joined by Sir Jim MacDonald. Up until 2 months ago, Sir Jim was standing in this role as Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the university. And he has retired from the university, but I very quickly would add that does not mean that he has retired from his very busy professional life and activities. And tomorrow we are delighted that we will be formally conferring upon Sir Jim his title of Emeritus Principal and Vice-Chancellor, but we're delighted he has joined us today. And today is also one of those graduation ceremonies where we have some other people to celebrate. As part of graduations, we like to celebrate those that have achieved significant success, are role models for our graduates, and who are also kindred spirits with the university. And today we will be bestowing an honorary degree on Professor Nancy Ip, President of the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, one of Asia's top technological universities and a long-term partner, friend and kindred spirit of the University of Strathclyde. And at the end of all of this, we'll invite you to join us in an academic procession back to the Learning and Teaching building, where we can have an informal reception, you can have a chance to celebrate, talk to your friends, make new friends, and we'll be able to come round and chat to you. So please enjoy the ceremony, and what I would say to you is we're in a very formal feeling building, but please don't be formal. If you see your loved one coming across the stage, make sure they know you're here. Feel free to celebrate. And with that, I'd like to declare this graduation congregation open and invite Professor Duncan Graham, Dean of Science, to present our honorary graduate.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you Professor Nancy Ip, neuroscientist, educator, trailblazer, policy shaper, and a woman whose brain power is matched only by her ability to inspire others to use theirs. Professor Nancy Ip is someone whose life has been shaped by curiosity, brilliance, and a rather impressive number of acronyms. Following her name, you find SBS, BBS, MH, JP, and that's before you get to the PhD from Harvard. Born in Hong Kong, the youngest of 6 children, Nancy's journey began at Simmons College, where she earned her BSc in Chemistry and Biology. Then she headed to Harvard Medical School for her PhD in Pharmacology. And from there, she launched into a scientific career that has spanned continents, disciplines, and influenced a huge number of people. Her early work at Regeneron Pharmaceuticals in New York laid the foundation for a lifetime of discovery. But it was at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, or HKUST, where she truly made her mark, not just as a researcher, but as a leader. Since joining in 1993, she has served as Head of Biochemistry, Dean of Science, Vice President for Research and Development, and now as President of the University. Nancy is the first woman to hold a role in a public-funded university in Hong Kong. This is a glass ceiling that's not just been cracked, but has been shattered with style. Nancy's research has transformed our understanding of the brain. Her pioneering work on neurotrophic factors and Alzheimer's disease has led to new therapeutic strategies and her establishment of a biobank and database for Chinese Alzheimer's patients is helping to bridge the gap between lab bench and bedside. She's published over 340 papers, received more than 51,000 citations, and holds 99 patents. Her accolades are as impressive as her research. She's an elected member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, the US National Academy of Sciences, the American Academy of Arts and Sciences, and the World Academy of Sciences. She's received the L'Oreal UNESCO Award for Women in Science, the National Natural Science Award twice, and was named one of the prestigious journal Nature's 10 Science Stars of China. She's also been honoured by the French government as a Chevalier d'Ordre National de Mérite, which sounds even better if you can actually pronounce it in French. And if you're wondering whether she's also a public servant, yes, she is. She's received the Medal of Honour, the Bronze Bohemia Star, and the Silver Bohemia Star from the Hong Kong government. And at this point, she's going to look like she's needing a second mantelpiece for all those accolades. But Nancy's not just a scientist. She's a global policy leader, serving on advisory boards from the World Economic Forum to the Davos Alzheimer's Collaborative. She's helped shape neuroscience strategy in China, Hong Kong and beyond. She's chaired conferences, steered international alliances and advised institutions from MIT to Microsoft Research Asia. If there's a global conversation about brain science, chances are Nancy's already contributed and probably chaired that meeting. She's also a passionate educator, having mentored over 200 students and postdocs, many of whom now carry forward her legacy of excellence. Her students describe her as rigorous, generous, and occasionally capable of explaining synaptic plasticity with the same ease as she discusses the best dim sum in Kowloon. Nancy is also a champion of women in science. She's been a tireless advocate for gender equity, mentoring young scientists, supporting outreach programs, and showing by example that leadership and brilliance are not bound by gender. And let's not forget, she brought the highly prestigious Gordon Research Conference on Molecular and Cellular Neurobiology to Hong Kong for the first time in 2000 and chaired it for nearly 2 decades. That is real dedication and real vision. That's someone who doesn't just attend conferences, she's transforming them. So today we honour Professor Nancy Ip, not only for her extraordinary achievements, but because she so fully embodies what this university stands for. The usefulness of learning, the courage to lead, the power of collaboration, and the belief that science should serve society. She is a scientist who has shaped policy, a leader who has shaped institutions, and a mentor who has shaped lives. She has shown that excellence is not just about what you achieve, but how you lift others as you rise. It is with great pleasure, therefore, Principal and Vice-Chancellor, that with the authority of Senate, I ask you to confer upon Professor Nancy Ip the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Professor Ip, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of University, honoris causa, with great pride and welcome to the University of Strathclyde family. Congratulations.
Principal and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Stephen MacArthur, Professor Sir Jim McDonnell, Professor Duncan Graham, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm deeply honored and humbled to accept this doctoral degree. It is truly an honor to be recognized by such an esteemed institution that has contributed so much to education and society. The University of Strathclyde has a rich and enduring legacy spanning over 3 centuries. At the other end of the spectrum, the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, HKUST, only opened its doors 34 years ago. Despite our different ages and histories, we share the same values, mission, and vision for the higher education. Since 2015, the University of Strathclyde and HKUST have forged a powerful alliance. Our student exchange programs are broadening the horizons of young minds from both our institutions, while our collaborative research initiatives are pushing the boundaries of knowledge and fostering innovation in areas that are vital to both our regions. Our institutions have started centuries apart, but together we have created a powerful bridge between Glasgow and Hong Kong. And today, it is my absolute privilege and joy to participate in the celebration of the graduating class of the University of Strathclyde. Graduates, congratulations. You stand on the threshold of new beginnings. What you have achieved today is no small feat, and you all should be extremely proud of yourselves. The journey of life is rarely a straight path. It can sometimes feel uncertain, even overwhelming. But the ability to persevere, to continue pushing forward despite setbacks, is the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving your dreams. Let me share a personal anecdote to emphasize this. In 1993, at the peak of my career at the biotech company Regeneron Pharmaceuticals in New York, I chose to give it all up and return to my hometown of Hong Kong to embark on an academic career. My decision to join academia stemmed from my desire to engage in academic research, as well as to teach, nurture, and inspire students. The university I joined, HKUST, was only 2 years old at that time. Yet, it was driven by bold vision to establish the city's first research university and become an engine for progress in science and technology. Joining HKUST offered the golden opportunity to participate in the research and technology innovation movement in my hometown. While I was incredibly excited, there were immense challenges to overcome. A newly established university like HKUST lacked many of the resources of a well-funded biotech company. I faced hurdles in building my lab from scratch and applying for funding. Recruiting staff and students to an unknown university was extremely challenging. In the beginning, my lab consisted of me, 2 students, and a technician. But we were fully committed, laboring with grit and determination, steadfast in our mission. It was in those difficult days that I discovered my strength, a resilience that persevered when I wanted to give up. Gradually over time, I established my research and expanded my research team. 8 years after I returned to Hong Kong and joined HKUST, my lab published our first Nature Neuroscience paper. We were so excited because it was the first paper published in this journal from China. Since then, we have gone from strength to strength to make contributions to the field of neuroscience. Since the founding of HKUST in 1991, our entire university community came together and worked tirelessly to build our reputation. We poured our passion into creating academic and research excellence and cultivating research partnerships and collaborations while striving to make a meaningful impact locally and globally. Through a tremendous collective effort and what we at HKUST call our can-do spirit, we elevated the university's stature. Today, 34 years later, HKUST stands as a world-renowned university, respected and recognized across the globe. Our faculty, students, and alumni are making a real difference, from groundbreaking scientific discoveries to impactful social initiatives. Graduates, take a moment to reflect on your own journeys. The late nights, the moments of doubt, the obstacles that seem insurmountable. Yet, here you are today, standing tall. Whether you realize it or not, you already possess a powerful can-do spirit. It is the inner resource you draw upon to break new ground, push past your comfort zone, navigate complexity, and bring goals to fruition. So as you step forward to forge new paths and create new dreams, know that you carry with you a powerful gift, the ability to keep going when others may have given up. Knowledge will take you far, but it is this quality that will truly serve you best in life. Once again, congratulations, graduates. Your journey is just beginning, and I have no doubt that each of you will continue to achieve great things and inspire others with your perseverance and can-do spirit. Thank you so much.